Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on third down, Jackson is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Jackson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. From the gun, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Jackson dancing to his left. He can, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On second down, Mayfield again. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Patriot! All right, now, look at 56.
Third and long for Mayfield. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Is the punter Cook who sends it away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be slotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Now a handoff looking right. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out.
We need to pick up a fucking first down here, Lamar.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and
Kimberly.
he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson, throwing again, flushed out right. And he will be brought down at the 6-yard line. Give him
and a
10
first
that
down.
time,
That's what I'm talking about,
escaping the
boy.
danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I know them niggas be
And
talking
we have to
shit
give
after the
credit to
game.
him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on first and
He
goal.
scrapped with all them hot
He's
routes
gonna
and
fight
shit
his
this
way
year.
forward here for a modest
Well, last year
gain.
too.
Give him 4 on the
Fucking
carry
beat
there.
me
It's
by
2nd and
8.
goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this
Oh, yeah,
game.
he made that nigga
So
tap
far,
out.
He's been denied.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They go play action now. Jackson sliding.
Lamar got another rushing touchdown. This nigga here quick.
Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay
He's
dirt
gonna miss
twice.
every field goal today,
And
huh?
it never hurts.
I mean, every point
to have
out there.
that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now it's Hyde on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First down, Mayfield.
Let's go.
Here's one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And
Good
this
pick,
return is
Justin
gonna be
Reed.
mounted right around the
I'm trying to make a nigga
28-yard
tap.
line.
Make a nigga fold.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the
Lamar
quarterback.
Jackson, boy,
and then no one
MVP.
plays well.
A
2
good
times.
pick up there at 22.
The boy need it.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And
Yeah,
that
3
means
is
it's a
too
sudden
long.
change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically
That gonna
run
get
out there
MVP,
a little bit
Mike?
unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to
Hell
catch him off
no.
balance.
And he did.
Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. Operating from the gun. Escaping. And he will
Lamar got his
score.
3rd rushing touchdown in the first half.
Baltimore.
You can see a nigga Troll's out
Jackson
over there.
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens
God
lead.
damn. I missed another point out.
Can you believe it? He misses another one.
I done
His
missed 3
third so
points out
far.
of this game. That's crazy.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
You turn the injuries off come week 5. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Now it's Hyde on the
Y'all need to be
return.
hitting some motherfucking hard over there.
They'll bring it back back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
And another nigga I played. I think the Cardinals dude, everything was a hit still. What the fuck?
Interceptions, so they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do
We ain't
play
ready for say passing to come in that
one-play
thing just
drive
yet.
where you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Got fresh swap for you. You still there? Help out little Bunny Ray.
Here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw.
Who got a D tackle?
It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver
I don't need shit, really. I'll take a draft pick.
But in this situation, the defense was
See, it's a done deal. Man, I gotta be a pick.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with
I'll be
dexterity,
upgrading. I
but
think I
with
got most of the
intelligence.
73.
Found the hole in the zone,
You
made
would
sure the
start out like a
quarterback saw it, and was able to
71
make
or
the
some
sure
shit.
catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. Underneath for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4.
Power be
It'll
98.
make it a second down.
Moolah. I'm seeing that smoke at Baker.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Edit bitch out.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore.
At that old age, Mike. You gotta stop what you're doing. I'm passed out. That shit hurt, don't it?
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Into heavy traffic and it's
Lord, I done
intercepted.
got another pick. What is wrong with this boy?
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I could just start throwing that bitch deep now. Throw that bitch up to Calvin Johnson. Go get you one.
Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Jackson buying time to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Drop my damn ball.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
I call it a QB draw, man. I call this shit from the line of scrimmage. Lord.
On the keeper using his legs to hurt him. First down.
That nigga just busted it for 30 yards. Lamar's some stuff.
This for field position after the big
That boy, man, you want to have a
inside
son.
the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no
man, number 13 is big as a motherfucker.
To the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Leopard! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. More yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Oh boy, they put a motherfucking code in, didn't it? I ain't trying to throw no pick of Lamar. He ain't got no interception all season. I'm gonna throw that bitch up one time.
On first down, dancing to his left.
Come on, Dad, son of a bitch.
Hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
That's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Detroit!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Completes it right side to Dodson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Lamar got 4 rushing touchdowns. That boy going for a record.
And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
I'll probably let you do this. Go run one quick.
Great game that he's had here in this one.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though,
I'm
to
just
put
kick you out
something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He was looking for Landry that time. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And another
no, don't call hold.
As a flag is down
face man.
And that's going to tack on 15 more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens
in a
great example.
Oh, okay.
Getting the feet in a tough spot.
Let's say I put X position catch.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys have dance.
Man, this bitch to miss every point out that we done had. Lord,
to the football field.
I'm supposed to have about 40.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now it's Hyde on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet that
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He'll buy some time right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds.
Offensive pass interference.
Looked like some
I ain't never seen that called. This nigga on the other side of the field. How the fuck did you get that called over?
He knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. From the gun, Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Jackson, hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough
I'm making a statement with this fucking game.
And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following
Browns dude talked that bullshit last season.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Marlon Humphrey got 3 picks.
Way down near the 40-yard line.
Instead of going over the thing.
Another interception, and I just had to double-check my math.
I just re-signed that boy, too.
8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game.
It's another point after. Oh, man. I'm going to cut your ass. You done missed 5 or 6 point after.
And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
It's getting real disrespectful from Baltimore, boy. I tell you the truth.
Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is
man, I got 419 yards. This nigga got 20.
The offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mayfield now. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
What the fuck?
I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015
I never seen that happen on this game before.
3 games in a row.
I got tackled before my quarterback did the handoff. That's crazy.
Did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead? And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
Jackson, and a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the
you must can't skip a little highlight shit out the game. I see the whole bit. They make you watch this.
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because open air booth.
This nigga finished with a total offense of 35 yards.
But let's face it, it's kind
I
of fun to
finished
watch
with
these types of games, isn't
474.
it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator?
Lamar had 200 running and throwing. That's crazy.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Baltimore,